Hello, I'm your superhero critic, and I'll stay super as long as you stay awesome. Star Wars is in theaters now, and it's close to Christmas, so Christmas tie-in Star Wars episode. The cute and cuddly Ewoks of Star Wars fame once had a two-season Saturday morning cartoon that aired from 1985 to 1986, with much merchandise including a 14-issue miniseries produced by Star Comics, of course being aimed towards a younger audience. So what better way to deal with the release of The Last Jedi than diving back to the Return of the Jedi and looking at a comic revolving around those cute and cuddly little teddy bears. As I bring to you Ewoks, issue number 1. We are the Ewoks, one big happy family. The cover is as simplistic as you can get with this type of franchise, with a black screen and the Ewoks title in full red and yellow bubbly letters. It then has our Ewoks trying to cross a rainbow bridge only for it to begin to disappear while staring at fire demons in the fire below them. Ebo, our rainbow bridge is fading! Oh, Rainbow Road is not fading away. It just keeps getting blown up with turtle shells and bomb. Far out in space, on the tiny moon of Endor, in a dense forest that is the home of the Ewoks, 3 young friends are happily picking sunberries when suddenly the tree starts doing crack. Our trio of Ewoks try to rush home before the weather gets too bad, but the Princess Nisa steps onto a nightshade thorn. Wicket then escorts her to safety, her father, the chief, hoping and praying the tribe's medicine man can actually help. Praying for something always helps. Our witch doctor Logray comes to look at Nisa, but he quickly says that there is no way to help her aside from something known as the Rainbow Bridge. But of course, the chief has banned the use of it. Because of course the LGBT bridge is banned. Wicket and Tebow think the chief should try if there's a chance, so they ask Logray about the bridge, who tells them the story of the ogre Gantu, who used to rob the Ewoks of their supplies and eventually turned to eating the Ewok. Logray refers to them as Ewok people. Are they Ewoks or are they people? Make up my mind. Logray continues his story, and we learn that the chief had snuck in and stole the ogre's crystal and a liquid, forcing the bridge to disappear, trapping Gantu on the other side. Logray then tricks our duo into heading into the chief's, and the two mission impossible themselves into getting past the sleeping guard. The next morning, the guard, Ebab, alerts the chief of what's happened. Alright, he didn't do his job. Off with his head. Also, did you know that eBabe is babe backwards? You'd think he'd be a chick. Logray tells the chief it was probably Tebow and Wicket, but instead of being upset, he's more concerned about his daughter. Meanwhile, at the fire cavern, Tebow turns the crystal into a Pink Floyd album, beginning Chapter 2. Chapter's name is A Stone's Throne. As long as we're not living in a glass house, that is okay. Our Ewoks head across the bridge that magically begins to disappear, but they successfully cross it safely. The two discuss the fact that they are lost. Tebow throws a rock, hitting another rock, and that rock then talks to them for some strange reason. He's doing crack. Rainbow roads. And now stones that are talking. Am I high? Rocks are actually a race called Xandor Rockers, and they are not fans of the ogres themselves, since they destroyed the Sunny Dew flowers, which Wicket assumes is the source of the liquid. They ask for help finding the ogre's cave, finding the liquid in a bowl-shaped stone. You could probably put a lot of cereal in that bowl. And that joke was dumb. Our final chapter is called The End of the Rainbow. And if you expect any Skittles, I am poor. Gentoo rushes into his cave, demanding the light water be his alone. Wicket then reaches for the crystal, taunting our ogre by the two playing keep away with the crystal. But Gentoo eventually catches Tebow, causing him to drop the crystal, shattering it to pieces. Someone named Tebow fumbling something is honestly not that hard to believe. Gentoo vows to eat the Ewoks for destroying his crystal, but our rock friends don't agree, so they stub his toe, knocking over the bowl, dousing the ogre in the nectar. All looks bleak for our Ewok friends until the nectar raises the dead Sunnydews. Wicket, however, believes it's too late for Nisa, as the rock says he can help tunnel underneath in order to get them across the gorge. Our duo arrive and give the bad news that they did not succeed when Tebow notices Wicket's bag is glowing. Your bag is radioactive. No, it turns out that some of the nectar gets onto the flower that was in Wicket's bag. Our comic then ends with Wicket using the flower to revive Nisa, and life is all good for our Ewok friend. Yeah, the comic is not that bad, but it's not that good either. It's a comic for kids. That being said, if you like it, put a ring on it. I'm your superhero critic. I'll stay super as long as you stay awesome.